Okay, so today I want to talk to you about positive space and negative space. When you look at this picture right here, you might see one of two things. So with positive space, the positive space is the object in an image, and then the negative space would be the background or the area behind the object. So when you look at this image right here, you might see the vase, this white vase in the middle. And if you see that white vase, then that's your positive space, and the orange area is the negative space. But now looking at this, you might see that there's two faces, and here are the noses and the mouths on the images. So if you're looking at those two, well then those become your positive space, and the white shape becomes your negative space or the background area. So it's really cool, and once you see them both, they can really bounce back and forward from your view. So let's show you another one. Here's another one. So with this one, again, if you see these black shapes, and to me they kind of look like chess pieces. If you look at the black shapes and this black area as the image, then the white area is going to be your negative space, and the black area will be your positive space. But at the same time, you could look at this where the white area is the shape on the paper, and the black area is the negative space. So in that instance, the white area would be the object or the positive space, and the black area would be the area around it or the negative space. So then that one can really be cool to look at. So here's an artist, his name is Escher, and this piece of art really is cool how it plays around with positive and negative space. So I'm just going to start from the top of the image, and you'll notice at the top of the image there are these birds that are flying. Now what's really neat about Escher is that he loved to look at both the positive and the negative space and really play with it. Escher also was inspired by Islamic art and the cool geometrics and tiles, and all of that plays into his art. So you look at these birds and you see them flying, and they're full of detail. The next row down, they have a little bit less detail, and the same with the following row. Now what starts to happen is that the white negative space in this row here starts to get some detail in the fish. And there's really very little detail in the bird on that row, that row right there. And then here the fish becomes even more detailed. The bird now is really fading back into that negative space, and the fish is taking over the positive space. And by the time you get down here, the fish is definitely positive space, and then that black is now a negative space or that background space. So that's a really cool transition. Here's another Escher piece. And with this cool Escher piece, you have the horsemen, and they're riding on their horse, and they have reins. And at the top, it's more focused on the black images, and then the white is the negative space. And then as you gradually go down, the focus becomes more on the white rider and the white horse, and the black images settle more into that background or negative space again. And I'm going to just show you one more because it's really cool. This is so adorable. So this is like a yin-yang bear hug here. So that's really sweet how they play together. Okay, that's it. You just learned about positive space and negative space, and we'll be doing that. We'll be working with that in this unit coming up.